Respect to Satou Sabally. She had the kind of take a respectful competitor has after the Fever beat the Wings. Sabally has really made the Wings, I think, into a dangerous team.
Caitlin Clark just made a huge statement saying she's excited about the possibility of Satou Sabally joining her. Let's be honest, Caitlin is already a powerhouse on her own, but even the best players need support. With stars like Angel Reese, Chendi Carter, and Sabally in the league, adding Sabally to the Indiana Fever would make them a serious threat. Her stats with the Dallas Wings were amazing, and bringing her to the Fever could change the whole balance of the league.
You're the number one pick. People are going to go after you. Whether it's for the right or wrong reasons, but people are going to go after you because they see greatness in you. And what the WNBA is measuring one type of greatness against the other greatness. So am I saying it's right that she's being pushed in the back? No, that's foul. That has no space in the sport, and we all know that.
You're probably wondering why Sabally would leave Dallas since they were a strong team, right? Well, the real reason is Caitlin Clark. Sabally knows the spotlight in Indiana will be even bigger, and she wants to be a part of it. With Clark leading the way and Sabally helping seal the wins, the Fever won't just compete, they'll take over. It's not just about basketball, it's a power move to reach greatness.
Big news in the WNBA. Satou Sabally has confirmed she will not be returning to Dallas in the next upcoming season in an unrivaled press interview. She goes to state, "I've already communicated with Dallas how grateful I am because they've made this a home for me for the past years, and I'm working with them together in finding the next home for me because I've already played."
Satou Sabally leaving the Dallas Wings is like dropping the MIC after a crazy 5-season run. She averaged 15.7 points, 5 rebounds, and 3.6 assists per game, proving she's not just a forward but a major challenge for opponents. Let's not forget her 2024 stats. She scored 17.9 points per game and hit 45.2% from three-point range. That's not just good, that's pay attention good. Sabally has proven time and again she's one of the most versatile players in the WNBA.
Floor for us, she makes tough buckets. She gives us another option on the floor to run our off-ball screening action for. She gives us another player that can play with the ball in her hands in the two-man game. She just has a really high IQ and understanding of the game.
Let's talk Caitlin Clark. This rookie came in, broke records, and made everyone wonder if they were witnessing the start of the next basketball legend. She has this rare ability to dominate on every level, whether it's scoring, making crazy assists, or coming through when it counts. And if that wasn't enough, Sabally herself gave Clark huge props, calling her a generational talent. That's like getting a gold star in basketball. Everyone's buzzing. Are these two headed for a collaboration, or are we seeing the birth of a legendary rivalry? Either way, we're loving the drama. Sabally's departure from Dallas wasn't some big, messy drama, it was all about mutual respect. She thanked the organization, called it home, and left gracefully. But let's be real, there's more to the story. Injuries have been a shadow over Sabally's career. She's only played more than 20 games in a season once. While her $195,000 contract for 2024 might sound great, it's a short-term deal with an eye on the future. This wasn't a goodbye, it was a strategic move.
I mean, I've already communicated with Dallas how grateful I am because they've made this a home for me for the past years. And
the Wings. They're definitely in rebuild mode. New GM, new head coach, and the first overall pick in the 2025 draft, it's a fresh start for them. While names like Paige Bueckers and Olivia Miles are being mentioned as potential picks, losing Sabally still stings. She wasn't just a star, she was the kind of player who brought everyone up with her. Good luck replacing that kind of impact, Dallas.
And it looked like Satou Sabally possibly could be headed to Indiana. This very much has sealed the deal.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is completely rewriting what we expect from rookies. She's putting up over 25 points in multiple games and running her team's offense like she's been doing this for years. Scorer? Check. Playmaker? Check. Walking highlight reel? Triple check. But it's not just the stats, she's pulling in fans like crazy, selling out arenas, and keeping the league buzzing. The WNBA hasn't seen this kind of rookie hype in years, and honestly, it's a blast to watch.
Now, one player on the Dallas Wing team is up in the air, and that is Satou Sabally. Now, she is a free agent, and many people are speculating she could be headed all the way up to Indiana.
Sabally's admiration for Clark isn't just fan excitement, it's respect from a veteran who's seen it all. She called Clark a talent who can do amazing things, and coming from someone who's proven herself in the league, that's huge. But Sabally didn't sugarcoat it. She pointed out the pressure that comes with being the #1 pick. According to her, the league isn't just watching Clark, they're aiming for her. Everyone wants to test themselves against the best, and right now, that's Clark. Sabally's comments highlight the mental strength needed to thrive when the spotlight is that intense. As for the Indiana Fever, they've got $650,000 in cap space for 2024. Let's be real, that's not just smart financial planning, it's the kind of flexibility that says, we're about to make a big move. This isn't just any team trying to stay relevant, the Fever are positioning themselves to be a serious contender. Their foundation is already strong with Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Lexi Hull leading the way. But let's not kid ourselves, adding Caitlin Clark to this mix would change everything. Boston dominates in the paint, and pairing her with Clark's elite playmaking would make the Fever a nightmare for the rest of the league.
So Satou Sabally has officially said that she is gone. She is not coming back to the Dallas Wings, which I thought was interesting because I did think that with Satou, with her, Paige Becker's likely going to go to the Wings, with Satou, with Enrique Gamboale.
The masterminds behind this operation are absolute pros. Stephanie White brings championship-winning experience to the sidelines, and along with Amber Cox and Kelly Kopp, they're running the front office like a masterclass in team building. This trio isn't here just to make noise, they're here to build a dynasty, and they've made their intentions clear. First, they locked in Kelsey Mitchell to keep that backcourt stable, and now they're going all in on signing a versatile forward like Satou Sabally. If you're wondering why Sabally keeps coming up, let me hit you with some numbers. 18 points per game while shooting 45% from beyond the arc. That's not just good, it's the kind of player you build your entire strategy around.
Things about Satou Sabally is the fact that she's so well-rounded as a player. Last season, she averaged 18 points per game, 6.4 rebounds per game, and 5 assists on 45% shooting from 3, which is...
And then there's the buzz. Sabally has been dropping major hints, and her public praise for Caitlin Clark is the kind of thing that sends fans into overdrive. Clark isn't just tall at 6 feet 4 inches, she's an all-around force. Scoring, passing, leadership, pick a skill, and she's probably mastered it. The idea of pairing her with Sabally feels less like a rumor and more like destiny. Sabally's ability to score, defend, and create plays perfectly complements Clark's dynamic style. Together, they would turn the Fever into not just contenders, but serious title favorites. But let's not forget the other teams in the mix. The New York Liberty are lurking, already stacked with Breanna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, and Jonquil Jones, all on max contracts. On paper, Sabally joining that roster sounds incredible, but let's be real, their salary cap is tighter than an overpacked suitcase. Sure, there's the emotional pull of Sabally's sister, Naira, already playing for the Liberty, and the idea of reuniting with her former college teammate, Ionescu, adds some fairy tale charm. But charm doesn't win championships, or pay the bills.
Question of the hour is, what do she feel about the Dallas Wings having this #1 pick? She has been extremely silent